having some more 2003 Ford Focus fun here. This one's got a problem with the, well, hopefully the idle air valve. It's a standard transmission, and you can drive down the interstate, and when you push the clutch in to go off the on-ramp, the engine stops. So it'll do the same thing. It only seems to do it when it's hot though, and the engine's hot. Rolling up to a stop sign or a stoplight, push the clutch in, the engine stops. Now you can restart it if you drop a gear, but anyway, it's got to the point that it's doing it fairly often, so I'm going to try doing this from the top. Some other videos on YouTube I watch, it involves taking this off in the air box, and you got to get on the bottom inside of the intake manifold, so we'll see how much fun I have doing that. But we'll give it a shot. At the same time you do this, you get that air box out of there. As you can see, this one, 2 out of the 3 mounts broke off, here and here. But inspect the motor mount or transmission mount on that side. Make sure it's not bottomed out. Look at some YouTube videos there, they'll show you. This one looks okay. So, I'm not really liking what I'm seeing here. It's not showing up good on the video. Of course, you got the EGR valve right smack in the way. Not trying to do anything here, but it appears to me like the idle air valve is, yeah, camera sticks out on that side. It's right down in here, back of the intake manifold there. Well, in between the intake manifold and the motor. Those wires go to it, so I'm not going to be able to make much of a video of that. So anyway, looks like it's going to be a fun job. I hear you need an 8mm wrench to deal with the bolts, 2 bolts on it there. So I made a discovery here that might change my course of attack on this job. This little nipple on the top of the EGR valve is broken off, so that would have led to a vacuum leak, which I guess could screw around with idle. So I screwed a bolt into the hole, and I'm going to try to take the car for a test drive and see if the problem goes away, because I was even having trouble getting the electrical wire off that air valve, because basically your EGR valve is in the road there. You got a tunnel to access, and I got small hands and I'm having trouble getting them in there, so it wasn't looking like a fun job. So here's hoping that the problem was that vacuum leak on the EGR. Well, don't know if you can see that new air valve in there or not. Turns out that vacuum leak, when I plugged it, it did nothing. So I got it on, and I'll tell you how I did it. It was using a combination of the YouTube video methods that I saw. So I tore the whole top of the engine apart here, and I undid most of my EGR valve there and bent it the frig out of the way to try to get some access. Got the wire undone using a long straight blade screwdriver. Then I had to jack the car up as high as I could. As you can see here, it's right in the friggin' air. Crawl under it with my 8mm 1/4 inch drive socket and ratchet. Get the 2 bolts off with that. I sandpapered down the gasket surface, cleaned it up, and wiped it with a paper towel. Got it as clean as I could. And I guess the old valve was in the house. So then, reinstallation time. Well, you got to listen to the guy on YouTube that does it from underneath, because what he said to do was to put the top bolt in first. I tried the bottom bolt 15 minutes later after not being able to get the top bolt in, and well, yeah, those would be fist dents in the fender there, knuckle marks. Yeah, so my arthritis was burning pretty good in my left arm by the time I finally decided to pull it back off and install the top bolt first. And then voila, the bottom bolt went in okay. So do yourself a favor and from underneath put the top bolt in that thing first. You'll save a lot of grief and time. So then, yeah, I got her tightened back up there with using the ratchet, and now I'm ready to connect the wires back up to it and bend the EGR back around. And yeah, EGR on this car was not one of Ford's brighter ideas. All they had to do was put a flange on it. They got one here going to the intake manifold. They need to put another one on it. Instead, No, they used a pipe thread or something like it. Well, that was a huge mistake, because the only way that comes out after 15 years is by tearing the threads out of the aluminum, which then makes the nut on your $200 stainless steel EGR pipe totally useless. I know, I've been down this road before. So anyway, but hopefully that's what it takes to get the idle air valve replaced, and you know, I'll throw the air box and everything on. So, but like I say, I had to jack it up. I took the wire off from the top and then took the valve off from the bottom. That's the only way I could find to do it. So hopefully that's some pointers that will help anybody out that's unfortunate enough to have to do this job on a 2003 era Focus. Okay, so after replacing that idle air valve, the car idles correctly now. It does some funny things, like it revs up when I start it up a lot higher than it used to, and a few little weird things like that. I don't know if the computer has to learn about the new part or what, who knows. But at least it's not stalling out like it used to, so that did indeed fix the problem.